do they have a right to march to Parliament when there are prohibitory orders in place that you cannot gather in large numbers? There is a government function going on inside Parliament.
Rajdeep, if anyone has tried to apply for a permission, you would know that the police, the Delhi police, does not give permissions on time. There isn't permission given to hold protests in a proper, dignified manner. These are all peaceful protests. These people have not undertaken any violent actions. Yes, if they did ask for permission or they did let it be known that they want to march to a place where there was a public function happening, there was inauguration of the new parliament, but I think that they could have been handled much better.
Okay.
The police could have stepped in, they could have reasoned with them, given them an appropriate time to actually march there, because we have to understand that the kind of crackdown on protests that we are observing in our country, please don't forget, we have had a whole history of protests, whether it was the Nirbhaya movement or it was at the time of the Lokpal. Thousands, lakhs of people took to the streets, and all of it was done without the kind of crackdown and the kind of action that we saw and the visuals that we saw emerging yesterday.
Okay, your point is taken. As a final word, Neeraj Kumar, could the police, which appears by all indications to have been virtually goaded into action against the Brij Bhushan Saran Singh to file an FIR only after the Supreme Court steps in, could they have been handling all of this better over the last 4 or 5 months? There are serious charges of sexual harassment. Complaints are being made. The police initially was seen to be reluctant to file an FIR. Therefore, the role of the Delhi police does come under question. Is the Delhi police, under instructions from the government and the powers that be, treating these wrestlers in a manner where a deputy commissioner of police calls them anti-nationals?
Rajdeep, I'm not privy to all the inside information, and I'm not privy to the exact sequence of events and whether or not the FIR was filed on time and could have been filed earlier. But suffice it to say that the overall image that the police have got in the wake of these events has not been very positive and could have been much better. And there ought to have been regular communication between the Delhi police and the media and the public that they were doing everything that was possible and everything that was expected of them to be done. However, that has not been done. That is what I feel too. And I think it is the lack of communication between the police and the public that has landed the police in such a sorry situation where it is being viewed as an unsympathetic force.
But do you accept my point that the police simply acts on the instructions of their political leadership?
No, that may not be true. That may not be true. They have to go step by step. They have to take talking about the investigation, for instance. They have gone to every spot. They have spoken to all the eyewitnesses. They have collected all the CCTV footage. They have collected technical data. And no, they would file the charge sheet once the time is appropriate.
Right.
But, we have to wait